Okay, guys, you can open the bags.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banco Casino in Bratislava for the final table of the Spring Polish Poker Cup. My name is JJ Hazan, and I'll be with you through to the end. Great mix of nationalities as usual. We've got a British player, one of my own friends, funny enough. We've got a couple of Ukrainians, a couple of Spanish, that's unusual. We've got, let's see who else we've got. Put the list up there at the moment. We've got two Polish, that's useful. Always have one or two Polish at this point. A Croatian and a Frenchman. So a lovely mix across Europe. There we see our seats and counts. A couple of these players we've seen a lot of in the past. One of my favourite players, Maxim Ronshin, in seat 2 with a very healthy 18 million. But our chip leader is sitting in seat 8, and that is Kamil. We've also seen on this table before, and he has a big chip lead. A couple of short stacks in seat 1 and 9, and just getting their bags opened, last minute checks with the tournament director. Staff as usual, geared up, had a fantastic turnout for a 250,000 guaranteed, over 440,000 in the prize pool, and then top prize of 71,704. First one out will receive a very healthy 4,800. In itself, a very good payday for 170 euros buy-in. So great value as always here at Banco Casino. Have a look at the website. That way you'll be able to catch up with all the bancocasino.sk, and you can choose your language and check out, go to events, and you'll be able to see the upcoming tournaments, including the Cash Game Tour, the famous Banco Masters, PLO Masters and Banco Masters, coming up at mid-June, the Slovak Poker Championships in July, and new to Bratislava, the Olympus Poker Festival, mid-July, the Swedish Masters in August, and then the Summer Polish Poker Cup, which always gets good numbers, very, very good numbers. So that's all in the events section of the website. 9 players left here. A good mix. Looking forward to this particular final. It's very, very hard tournament to navigate your way through to this point. So it's a very good effort by all 9 players at this point. Even the short stacks. I'll be back with you in a sec once the action comes underway.
How many minutes do we have? 5 minutes. I don't know. When do we will start?
We start now.
No matter, finally.
Alright guys, congratulations for reaching the final table. Thank you. Quick information, when you are dealt the cards.
Up on our screens is the payouts. Mentioned earlier, 4,800 for first player out, and 71,000 up top. It's a really handsome payout.
The Slovak Poker Championship that is in July.
Usually at these tournaments you tend to get deals done in the last 2 or 3 players. They do have to keep 10% back for the winner,
You are
but
allowed
there's
to
a
make a deal,
substantial amount
but when you
to
make a deal, you have
negotiate
to play
with
for 10%
should
of the
the
remaining
players
money
want to.
and the trophy. Alright, so whenever you want to make a deal, just call me,
Final
pause the clock, we count it, whatever you like.
orders being given.
Um,
Got to make sure they put their cards in the right place so our DFID software can read it. And we'll be off any minute.
I hold it 6 for you.
No space here, right?
No. You let her photo.
Guys, can we play?
oh, you can make a little more space.
My friend. Hi,
in photo.
Yes, we need one more photo.
Hey, one more
One more
photo.
photo.
He's
Don't
waiting
play.
again.
Yeah, I think he needs to be in the photo. Please ask him.
We need one more photo.
The button will start on seat number 3.
You can very quickly to make photo.
Very quickly photo. One more photo.
Just make photo.
Photo.
We are going to take a picture with you.
I don't like you behind my back. I prefer to have you on the lens. Can we change? They will give you 2,000. Can we change seats? I will give you 2,000. Sorry, can I ask you to switch off music?
Yes, I will switch it on.
Because it's... On the Easter service on the table.
Alright guys, so small blind 300, big blind 600, big blind 600. I wish you all the best of luck and good luck.
And we are off and running. 1.5 million in the pot already. Blinds pretty heavy at this point. So players on 4 million have not got a lot of room to maneuver.
I never is.
Round to Maxime. I'm not sure they're playing the 7-2 game. Where usually a bit of a cash side game where everyone pays the player with 7-2 if they win the pot. But this serious side, we've got an ace-8 on the button with Vladen from Croatia. Raised to 1.2 million. Tim folded, but this is a good hand. Ace-Jack, even 9-handed. Ace-Jack with chips. And I think he might be 3-betting here.
Can I ask you to give me still water? Usual water. Still water, usual.
Nice 3-bet to 6 million, putting pressure right back on our Croatian player, who can only really fold an ace-8. Good try, good stab from the button, but when someone behind you on the small blind, big blind makes a stance like that, you have to respect the raise. Of this table, played quite a bit with seat 2, Maxime, regular here at Banco Casino, loves it down here, comes from most of the festivals that are here. And seat 4, Tim, used to play in London, mainly based in Cyprus now. Played an awful lot of poker with him over the last 20 years. Very well-respected tournament player, sitting in the middle of the pack on 11 million at the moment, just over. So, good luck. I don't know what shirt that is. Is it Juventus? No. And this is our chip leader. Kamil Shilishki. Ace Queen for seat 9, one of our short stacks. Only one way of playing it. All 4.7 million has gone in. From Stefan Start. Got a great name. Cedric Guillaume Stefan. Fantastic name. From France. Only French player on this table. He's going to get looked up by Maxime with the jacks, though. We are going to have... Oh, my goodness. Kings behind. Also all in. 3 players all in at this early point in the final of the Polish poker. We are going to get at least one casualty. So Maxime squashed in the middle. He is in trouble. Overpair and 2 overcards. But he can just about survive because he has enough chips to survive. But he's in bad shape. Calling for that jack. He's a lucky player, though. Would not surprise me if a jack hits. And we've got Kings leading at the moment. Perez and Mr. Start from France could take them all with a sneaky ace. Not one at the moment. Ace will take the lot and will be a big triple up. Kings winning at the moment. Ace from space or a jack in the box. That's no good to our ace queen. We look like we are going to lose our first player on the final table. And lots of excitement. Obviously not with the losing player. And we lose seat 9. Frenchman, Monsieur Stott. And he's giving the handshakes all around. Not his best showing, I would say, on a final table. And we are down to 8 players. First player out, 4,800. And nice big pot there for the Kings.
This is the quickest final table for me I played. Mamma mia, 1 hand and I'm nearly dead. I hate the poker. Mamma mia.
No potroił się. Znaczy, yes, I know. Jakie rundy. To się panie prestipo, nie?
A to siadło, co?
Second hand, and I was thinking, oh, I wanted to play, to enjoy, man. Tylko pytam się zadowolony, że mnie bardzo zobaczymy. No, ale tam nie, zaraz tak apetuje. Nawet był na szorcie na to. Za nie wiem, że wygryziło, przytępiło.
After that exciting hand, Ace Queen, Jacks and Kings. Don't get it very often. We are now back in the action with 8 players left. These final tables of the Polish, because of the blind structure, do tend to be fairly quick. Take about 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes you can get a classic heads up lasting 2 or 3 hours in its own right. And another shove with any ace in seat 1.
Może my na lot jeszcze zdążymy.
Graj silnik.
Macie miejsce w aucie.
Mikhailo from the Ukraine at risk if he gets called. Maxim folds Queen Jack suited, bit early to be able to call with that. Might call with that in late position. Tim will also fold his Jack 2 suited. Small blind, just one player. He's got a hand he could call with, 14 million. He's calling 4. I don't think there's anything wrong with this call. It's right on the line. I think the book says call, but we'll see what he does. He does call. King 10 against Ace 2. Good chance for a double up for our Ukrainian friend in seat 1. Or will we see our 8th place finisher? That will be bang bang. And there's a 10. Although he has hit the 2, he really needs another 2 or ace. Very few outs now, just the 3 outs. Drawing very thin now. And we lose Mikhailo from the Ukraine in seat 1, and everyone gets a bit of elbow room. Got to keep the cards in the right place though, guys, for the software to read. I'm sure the tournament director has said that already. So, 8 players, bang, gone, down to 7. Going very quickly. And there we see our leaderboard there. Next one out gets a very, very healthy 9,175. But they will be not looking for that. Maxim Ronshin, one of our chip leaders to start with, 3rd in chips, is now bottom of the leaderboard. But he will come back. He's a very good player. He will find a way of climbing back up, I'm sure. And right at the top, 62 big blinds. Very, very healthy state for Kamil Slesicki. Apologise for the pronunciations.
Don't touch my knife. I'm nice. I'm nice.
Mladen Stojanovic from Croatia. King Queen in early position. Makes them in raise. A6 thrown to the bin. Slight adjustment now with only 7 players. Just need to slightly vary your range, open it up a little bit. Your ace 10, ace jack starts to become a much stronger hand than it might do on a full 9 table. And chip leader makes up the blinds, getting value for his 10-4. Not a great flop for either player. But a considered c-bet, repping the ace, gets it through for Mladen from Croatia. I will be in Croatia 2 weeks' time. First time, haven't been for haven't really been. And a week's holiday in Croatia, Dubrovnik, Makarska and Split. Meant to be a beautiful country. We will see.
600, 6,000.
It's so silent.
Yeah. He don't have music in phone. We don't have music there.
No, it's like.
That's good.
Can you sing?
Yeah, of course. I just thinking 6,000.
Maxime always chatting at the table.
6,500.
Треба купити пусть телефон.
Nie możemy puścić muzyki? Can you play some music?
Puść się z telefonu.
Very nice pair of kings in the hijack for Michal from Poland. First hand he's played. Makes the min raise, hoping to get some action. May get a call with Jack 9 in the small blind. Chips in already. A lot of chips behind him. But it's a very sensible laydown. Now, Maxime, this is not the time to make a move. Big blind, Queen 7, computer hand. Meant to be the average hand in poker. Never quite worked out how you get an average hand, but anyway, that's its reputation. And in the end, makes a very sensible fold. Arsenal fan, not just victory on the field, victory on the felt. Good hand there for Michal from Poland.
Неправильно выбранный кассет.
Two hands in a row. Ace 10, probably see a raise here. Probably the standard 1.2 million. Blinds 300, 600. Often tables get into a pattern where the same amount of raises done by all. Advantages, it's harder to read. Some people get a bit excited when they see aces and they just put that slightly more than 2x, 2.2, 2.3. Just gives away a bit of information. I like it when people are consistent with their raises, whether they have a 6-7 suited or a pair of aces. So big blind folds as well. Ace shown by Michal, 2 in a row now for him.
Three cards, okay, two.
You will not believe me, yeah? If I open one more time.
No. Just fold, just fold.
I see late, no problem.
Just fold. Let me now.
Okay.
Dobra? Zmiana warty. Teraz moja kolej.
In the break I see.
Teraz moja kolej.
Awesome rate. 1,800,000.
Interesting hand for Maxine here. King Jack, all options available. He's had a raise in the cutoff by chip leader. Has to recognise he's looking to make action. Makes his king jack 7-handed that much stronger. He knows what he's doing. Been around a long time. Very good tournament player. But in this case, just feels it's not quite strong enough to carry on the hand. I think he's either folding or shoving there. And Tim with a live hand, 5-2. He knows he's live. Getting some value to call. But very solid tournament player. Don't see him get out of line very much. And nice pick up there for our chip leader.
I couldn't see his rates. I can only scare you on this table with my
Round to Tim, who has not had much to play with at the moment in the small blind. May want to make up the blinds here against the Polish neighbour. Suited, connected hand. Ace-6 suited may well want to raise. Doesn't want to let small blind come in too cheap here, but takes the conservative option of checking. Tim dominated at the moment, but has diamonds and straighting opportunities, and it's a great flop for both players. Up and down for both players, but Tim's 10. If the 9 comes, Tim is in great position to take down a good pot. And we see a small stab in position, 600k with just one big blind. Tim's going nowhere with 610 and just makes the call. The ace is still ahead, but now diamond draw for Tim. See how he wants to play. Probably won't lead off here, but check raise is definitely an option. Yeah, sensible check behind by Michal. Diamonds are in, so nice pot, nice run out for Tim. You're gonna try and extract value. 3 million in the pot, maybe a 1 million bet, just under. Has he gone for a half bet? Yeah, he's gone for a bigger value bet. And the first hand goes to Tim. Seems very happy about. So nice run out there.
I got there.
And this is Fernandez de la Toro from Spain with all the tattoos and the cut-off t-shirt coming in with a raise. It's Slightly bigger raise, bigger than normal.
Like all in.
Although I think the blinds may have come on. And run Maxime all in with the threes, but he's got trouble behind him. We're going to see a second push with the queens. Only got 11 million behind him, and he does not want the ace to have a sniff here. So we are going to see a second all in behind him.
Strike all in.
This is going very, very fast, this final. We may well lose yet another player. An ace-king now for Tim. This is incredible. The hands being dealt. The poker gods want this over in half an hour. Tim getting, they're laughing, Tim getting a count. Now Tim does, just covers him. But what a great opportunity for an ace-king to, this is going to be a big, big decision for him.
All in.
And he's gone all in, and if he wins, he's going to take 2 to 3 players out. Although I can't see the original Razor calling. But 3 players already all in. One ace is out though.
Oh, Krabiki.
Maxime's threes. He's going to need a lot of luck to spike a set here against big overpair and 2 big overcards. Tim needs to see an ace or a king. The flop is down. No ace, no king, and no 3. Queen's holding at the moment. Big pot now. Still holding. Tim could be crippled if he doesn't hit an ace or king, and Maxime will be out. King on the end. Wow. What a hand. Looks like he may actually have covered him. I think he did cover by about 1 million. So that's a really big pot to Tim and completely changes the dynamic of this final table. We lose 2 in one hand. Maxime always growling. Not happy with his lot there, although pretty unlucky to find queens and ace king behind him. Tim, what a fantastic pot for him. River City. Well played, sir. Tough decision, actually. It's not an easy, not an automatic all-in with ace-king there. With 2 all-ins in front of you. It could be up against kings or aces quite easily. But he took the punt, and it's paid off. 5 players left.
For numbers for ACM. For ACM, for C numbers.
Take by 20.
Yes, now I can do it. What do you open?
No, I just see numbers for ACM, for C only the page, for deal. I see the numbers only, for not for play. Numbers. Que si quieren mirar números.
After the break we will see. What do you have with cards?
What you fold from that?
What do you what you fold?
Not aces.
A7. A7 sweeter.
A7. Jest okej? 3-7, 6.
Oh, you fold. Like this.
You are not here together, yeah? No. Good luck. But not friend played. No Spanish game.
Action quieting down now after that mega hand. First hand, Mr. Perez from Raul Perez from Spain has played, raising to the king with the king jack and gets it through. Small blind against big blind. Of course, 5 players now. Ranges increase. Your ace nines start to look very big. And we'll get our leaderboard soon, but Our Polish friend in seat 8 will still be in the lead for sure. Was it Marianne? Camille or Marianne? Not sure. Slesicki, still our chip leader, but 2 or 3 players now coming closer. 32 million for Tim now.
Będę bronić.
Będziesz bronić?
I will protect.
To ja fast fold. Quick one.
Guys. Defend.
Mladen in the cut-off folds. Reasonable raising hand here for Raul Perez in seat 5. Queen 10 on the button, 5-handed. Just one player to get through.
Last time I don't have the head, maybe.
And that's our chip leader. But I'm pretty sure he's going to fold this. Not even a good enough hand to make up the blind. So he does indeed.
Mam dobrą czutę. Teraz dobrze, teraz chujowo jest źle. Dobrze, że chujowo źle. Super, 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 super. Jeszcze kilka chujowych kart, poproszę.
First we need to do like this one.
Stadium race. Million 1.6.
Ace 5 for Joel. Making the raise. 2x raise. Tim will be folding 10-4 in the small blind. A little bit of Hollywood. And then one player to get through. Not seen that much before, putting chips over both cards. Definitely protected. I tend to use a card protector. Got so many from different casinos over the years. And even the big blind folds is 6-4, so picks up a small pot, but it's actually worth 2 million. So it increases his stack quite considerably. So even picking up blinds at this point is an important factor in maintaining your stack or hopefully going forward. 5 players left. Next out receives 17,600. Incredible amount for a very small buy-in. Similar kind of holding here for Joel, making the raise to 16, 1.6 million. Into the muck go the 3-2. And I think we'll see the 8-6 Jessisoned. If it was suited, might be interested, but not unsuited. Big difference. This again is a different decision. I don't think you can fold 10-7 suited here, and he doesn't. So we have Spanish mano a mano. 9-9-3. No real help for either player. Oh, I like this. Taking the initiative. Raul is coming out. Is he coming out betting or just posturing? He's coming out betting. How is Joel going to take this? Likely holdings, possible flush draws. Ace 3. Not going to be able to put him on 10-7 suited, but he does fold. Doesn't really know where he is. So it's a nice donk bet there from Raul, who sees it through. And there is our leaderboard. No one in the danger zone. 20 big blinds at this point is pretty impressive. And 3 players really, right up the top around the 40 big blind mark. So should be lots of play from here now. Excellent board. This time it's Tim with the suited ace. Ace 8 suited, strong hand, 5-handed. Makes the min raise. And I think Raul's going to come along for the journey with a suited ace as well. Probably considering a 3-bet. Won the last spot in impressive fashion by betting on a very attractive flop, really. 9-9-3 with the suit, making it very difficult for his Spanish colleague to call. So, all about the flop. King 10-4, neither player has hit. Backdoor flush for Tim with the clubs, and he was the original raiser, so he is c-betting and gets an immediate fold, I think. I don't think anything else will happen here. Nice play by Tim. It's quite a strong c-bet there, but felt there was weakness to exploit. So, good poker.
Słabo bez tej muzyki jest.
Stara się jednak pogrzebie.
No bez naprawdę.
Ale mi się kurwa grać nie chce.
Naprawdę, no zamknięci jesteśmy w ogóle, że to... Powinna być odpalona jakaś delikatna muzyka, czy coś. I tu też...
To jest klimatu.
Ej, nie ma klimatu, nie ma gierki. Pogadać by jakaś muzyczka na śpiewanie.
Szkoda, że jeszcze alkohol nawet nie mówisz napić.
Czemu? A, prowadź.
A mam taki, nie prowadzę. Mam taki challenge do końca miesiąca, nie piję.
Polecam.
Tak?
Skończyć, no.
Skończyć challenge, skończyć pić.
Czasami można wymienić na samym końcu. A okazji jest...
No i tylko i co wysiedzę niedaleko już. Jak na tym wyjeździe mi się udało, to...
A, to przełamane.
To jest race 1.6.
Ali.
7 race all in. Center.
My client. Nice member.
Teraz nagroda za niepicie alkoholu na wciągu.
Nagrodą może jest to, że tu siedzę. Może nie, no. Może takie naczynie połączone za poświęcenie się w abstynencji. Los tutaj pokerowy powiedział, a masz. Niech starcą cię na asach, jak dostaniesz.
King 10 suited. Our chip leader or equal chip leader, Marianne Slazitsky, in the small blind. You can get in trouble, small blind, big blind, but it's a strong enough hand to be raising with here. And Tim may have to let the Jack 5 go.
Good bet.
Good bet? Okay. For what? For the fold?
For you to win the hand.
So we folding?
You want me to?
Most of you will be looking at
I don't have aces.
YouTube,
All folds are good.
some of you on
For me, okay.
Facebook. To subscribers only mode, and not too much chat at the moment. Quite a few of you watching though. Welcome everyone. We have had a bit of a carnage already, and we've lost 4 players already. Raoul now again with a kind of mid-suited ace. Seeing quite a lot of these holdings. Ace 8, ace 7, ace 6, ace 5 suited. Under the gun raise. Although with only 5 players, everyone's in some kind of position. Queen 9 suited. Same suit though. So, reasonable hand to call with, but he might have well got in trouble if he hit his flush draw.
Palami. Też nie ten moment. Almost call. Almost call. 2x open. 2x open.
And the raise gets it through.
Open was it was necessary open. You wanna to fold everybody. Really? Yeah. That's why I think about call. Don't play many hands.
Tim on the button. Not with the right holding.
Nice hand.
And looks like that is just, he's got a reasonable hand in the big blind as well. Gone around without any interruption.
Yeah, good hand to fold 2 bet. 3 bet. 3 bet.
Bet 9.
You don't call? czekam na falę.
Blinds are punishing 400, 800, 2 million in the pot before we start. Pair of nines though here for Michel from Poland with a Champions Arsenal top on. I know Tim supports, I think he supports Tottenham like me, so he's probably not made best friends. And snaps off a call with Jack 8 suited and hits a diamond flush. 2 overcards for the nines as well. So backdoor straight. Flush draws, not a bad flop at all for the Spaniard. And a hard flop to follow up. He does do 1.2 million, an immediate call. And there's the flush. Second nuts for Joel. I hope he checks it. He does indeed. He doesn't want to see a diamond on the end. Yeah, a reasonable, sensible check. And not only he's hit the flush, he's hit the straight, just for good order. We'll see some kind of bet here. Maybe 2 million, try and get some value. Maybe less. I'd like to see about 1.5 million. Just make it really hard not to call. An immediate fold though. Knew where he was, Michel, and made a sensible play despite having a pretty good hand on the button.
Bad board for me.
Тут 4. Тут 5 куда же.
I will protect.
I have good food. 6.
Ready?
7 call.
7 check. Small blind with the 8-9, making up the blinds, and a check to top pair with not a lot for our chip leader. Small bet may be enough to take it down. Indeed it is. So Joel De La Torre is on the move. Won a few pots recently, some uncontested, some by virtue of his hand. So on the move, biggest pot of the night won by Tim so far. Very big pot, knocked out 2 players at the same time and nearly trebled his stack. Well, actually, pretty well did treble his stack. Went up to 32 million from 12. This could be an action flop or an action hand. We've got Joel raising with the ace-5. Tim's going to go nowhere with ace-8 suited, but how's he going to play it? He's on the big blind. He's out of position. Favour a raise here, but he's fairly conservative player. He's doing a big check of his stack, getting a read, deciding just to call though. Under-upping his hand perhaps, which is another way of winning this, but the ace-5 has hit. Could be trouble for Tim. He's got top pair and he will be calling. And Joel has been very active for the last 3 hands, so he's not necessarily going to be pushing him on the winning hand. Bet is 1.1 million. And Tim calls with top pair. Joel needs to fade an 8, and an 8 comes on the turn. This could be fireworks. Both players with 2 pairs and both players with every right to think they're ahead. Lovely check by Tim. We'll definitely see another bet. Joel will have put Tim on an ace, or at least a flush draw, having called. Oh, he's going big. If Tim comes back at him, this could be all over for Joel. Is Tim going to pull the trigger here or take one more card? He's got to feel he's ahead. Doesn't want to give away the strength of his hand yet if he just calls. I think I favour the raise, but everyone's different. We have the virtue of knowing that he has ace-5 and will put it in. Neither player wants to see a spade. Fairly safe card for both players. Is Tim shoving or did he put a specific amount? Well, he bet 4 million and got snapped. And Joel is going to bemoan his luck there. Hasn't shown his hand to Tim yet, but beautiful value bet there by Tim, getting paid. And pretty unlucky there with the ace-5, but another fantastic pot for Tim, and he moves into the box seat. Chip leader now. Very good, solid play as well.
Nie, czasem korci, żeby jeszcze przebić, żeby tam jeszcze uciułać.
Wyciągnę jeszcze.
Might look a little bit tilty, but he's got the goods. Pair of jacks all in. How is Michal in the big blind going to treat this with the ace-9 suited? And makes a sensible fold there, despite it being a pretty strong hand.
Ja oddaję ciągle, ale masz, zobacz, nie widzisz, jak nie jestem ciągle się dzielę. Yes! Come back! Come back, come back. You deal me 0 hand.
Looks like we've got a change of dealer. Players having a good laugh between them. 17 big blinds to right up to Tim, leader of the pack now with 54. Started this in 6th, so he's made a very impressive rise to the top. And our chip leader at the start, maintaining his stack, but just dropped down in terms of big blinds and is in 2nd, closely followed by Raul Perez from Spain.
Nikt nie dożyje. Znaczy w sensie, że nie ma do czego wracać potem.
7 pas. Oj, mam czutę. I have good feeling.
There's new dealer.
Bomb? No.
2 boards, please.
Okay.
Small race. A czekaj, źle amunicji nabrałem. Teraz będzie ok.
Psychology game.
1,600,000.
Jest cheap. Jest cheap. Taniej nie będzie.
4 pas.
Tak bardzo bym chciał. Bo to moja pozycja, nie? Z małej,
No.
ale nie mam jak.
Jak najszybciej.
6 koła. Heads up.
Raise with a Jack 10. Could get looked up here with 5-4 suited and does, and neither player has got anywhere near this flop. I'm sure there'll be a C bet. Oh, this is seems to be the Raul method, which is completely miss a flop and bet anyway. Took down the last one because his oppo missed.
6 bet. 2,200,000.
At this point, Marianne will not have realised that, won't have seen any of the coverage yet. They've not had a break. Of course, we're on a half-hour delay as well. But he doesn't want to go away with the Jack 10 at the moment. That's a pretty good card for Raul to continue to fire. No fear poker.
3 million. 4, sorry.
And although he looks very suspicious, he still folds the Jack 10. And there's no way he's going to get shown the 5-4 suited. So Raul picking up pots he may not deserve. Up on our screen, the next one up next week, Banco Masters with the PLO Masters, which is my baby. So lots of fantastic guaranteed bonuses for chip leader bonus for each day one. 3 prizes if you're in the top 3, and you can play again, of course. Very much a good incentive
A ja bym chciał się podwoić.
for
Fajnie bym się czuł, nawet muzyka by mi wtedy nie przeszkadzał.
having another bullet or 2. Very good value as well. 170 for 250k buy-in, and a 15k guaranteed PLO main event with some very fun side events throughout the week.
Nice, 2 million.
Ace 10, we're seeing a raise from Marianne. I'm not sure Tim will be too wedded to the ace 4. Yeah, very sensible fold. However,
First card, oh, this is good. Fantastic, but this
Sorry,
I think he's asking for better cards. Asking the dealer for better cards. Well, yeah, much easier when you get better cards. I'm a lot better poker player when I've got good cards. It's funny that, isn't it? So that raise gets through.
It's okay. I take.
Ah, you grab.
tak.
You know English.
What?
You know English.
No.
You know English,
no,
what?
no.
You know English, what?
Take the card. No. Dobry pokerzysta z niego. Czemu ty nie widzisz?
Maybe I'm
Why don't
left,
you
you
do?
know?
Huh?
Maybe I'm left right now.
Yeah, why you don't sit with us?
I don't have money for buying. You know? I lost all my money. I need deal.
Proszę nie kradnąć blind.
Tim folding ace-8. It's on the tight side, five-handed.
Let's pass.
O. Walk. Walk.
We'll see a little raise here
I have good hand.
from Joel.
All in.
Only got 12 million, so in fact he's shoved.
I tell that I have good hand.
Extra pressure to deal with on the big blind. I don't know if he's seriously thinking about this or not. Not a great call with Queen 2. I think he's just buying a bit of time. Bit of Hollywood. Not a great call with this hand. He's beating nothing. And one of his cards, the Queen especially, could easily be counterfeited. So, not quite sure what the thinking is here. Well, he'd move up a place if he wins, but it's not his job.
I be friendly.
Trying to get a read, and you've still got Queen 2, my friend. Did you get a read or not?
For me,
Yeah.
better fold.
Okay. So what?
He's giving him nothing. Joel,
For me, it's okay.
pretty solid man, not giving a lot away.
But don't do this again.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a chance with his Queen 2.
Next time I. Alright.
Left.
Queen.
You lose.
Huh?
You lose.
I will lose?
Moment.
You don't know. Second hand.
Second hand.
A second hand you will see later.
Okay.
Second hand queen.
Pretty looking ace-king suited for Michel. Under the gun. We will see a raise.
But raise all in.
We won't. We'll see a shove.
Muszę zabrać w końcu. Nie wydobyć w końcu, nie będę otwierał.
Could have just raised though. He could have been shoved on by the fours,
Meow.
or even the ace four, looking to make a stab at the pot. So it's wasting a little bit of value by just shoving with the ace king there, especially in early position.
One ace and the other ace, four.
Ace.
New price of his hand, 500,000, 1 million, 1
By announcing it, I think he's showing some naivety to the other players.
This hand.
Okay.
3, 5, 7, 9, 12.
13,5. O, to blindy w górę poszły. Pani, to mnie przestać mi w ogóle na kolowanie.
13,7. Blindy tylko. No i
Another good-looking hand for Raoul. He's getting good hands at good times at the moment. Pair of jacks here. Just see a raise. Blinds have gone up though. Pair of threes. Bit of set mining, may well call. Try and spike a three. Doesn't want to get raised behind him though. I hope he doesn't get too funky. He's making a 3-bet. How is Raoul going to deal with this 3-bet? Probably going to smack it back. Shove there with the jacks, and now all the pressure, having made a big raise, all the pressure back on Marianne. Initial chip leader will push him right back down the leaderboard. Very hard to call an all-in push here with threes. He's met his nemesis. He's been behind him in the last few hands and been under major pressure. This time treating him to the look, taking the sunglasses off, doesn't care. Very strong look and a strong hand. Nicely played. Marianne's aggression there getting the better of him. And a nice sweet pot. And you can see the difference that made. We now have a new chip leader, and it is Raoul. Up the top there with Tim second, two fighting for the gauntlet at the moment. There's 71,000 euros up top, 46 below, and third 32s. Really big prizes. 23 and 17 for fourth and fifth. So big pay jumps now. Every hand matters.
It's true now, you can see it, you know, it's like...
I know.
It's like, it's not making any sense if I show you when you are going to see it later on. So why don't tell now? Because now you don't know if I have something or I have nothing. So that's the point.
Awesome race, 2 millions.
Straight back on the horse with an ace jack and a raise, and takes down the pot.
O której sajcik startuje? O co? To akurat.
Cztery race. Convenience 200.
Ale nadzieję,
5 pas.
No gramy, nie? Tego za 5 dyszek, nie?
6 pas.
kurwa, ciekawe ile tam osób
Wiesz
będzie.
co najgorsze? Że
Panie
tak wczoraj
Czerwony,
spojrzałem na tablicę, nie? Tych tutaj wyników i tak ta piątka mi utkwiła w głowie, nie? Myślisz, że ten, wymazać ją?
Sedem pas.
Nice pick up there with the ace-9 by Tim.
To czekają na ciebie teraz, tak? Igles czekają na ciebie, tak? Teraz specjalnie. Jednym autem jesteś, bagażnik macie?
Jak dobrze zagadasz, to się bagażnik zajdzie. No jeszcze sznurek w razie czego, no, jak dobrze biegasz.
Kiedyś się biegało.
Sprawdzimy co potrafisz.
4 pas.
Tak chciałbym otworzyć.
Ojejciu,
A nie mogę nic zrobić.
Dobrze, 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 zostaw mnie blindzie.
6 pas.
Second time. Ooo. Good energy.
7 moment.
Okay, let's see.
All in with the King Jack.
Wait, I must reload. One more. O. Delicje. O.
Ooh. Marianne is genuinely going to think about this. Got an ace. He's been in some tough spots, especially against his neighbour Joel. The threes when he
11?
3-bet.
7 to chyba dobra.
It's half his stack. I'm sure he'll work that one out pretty quickly. He is ahead, but an ace-3 is pretty vulnerable. Not going to play well against many hands. Even if he's up against the exact hand, we can see King, Queen, King, Jack, King 10, Jack 10 suited. The ace may be winning, but the equity, as we can see, is very, very even, 56-44. Very flop dependent, no need. Good fold.
Last all-in is same hand.
Okay, it was ace.
No? Is it later?
I just wait for my... Jak jest fala po angielsku?
Fala? Wait.
I just wait for my wave and... can we speak? I just wait.
I always think
It's
that
okay,
the
it's okay.
Spanish people are very nice. Open it to speak. No.
Po prostu poczekam sobie, poczekam. Zaraz wiem co przyjdzie.
Bit of banter on the table between three of the players. The other two remain silent. And we're on a different style, especially when playing for fairly big money here.
5 pas. 6 pas.
Potential shove on again here. Blinds 500, 1 million. He's only got 14 bigs. King 10, very playable hand, but decides against it.
Show walk.
And the big blind, well, may well have called ace 4 suited. Tim not wanting to play with the rest of them, keeping his hand down.
future.
Tell me,
I know what to do.
what is the future? Tell me.
Yeah, but push me like that.
No, I don't like to push you away.
4 koła?
I'll let you do it.
Петько Олен.
All in from Michel. Blind on blind action. Ace 6 suited. Tim trying to get information, and all he's getting is he's got a lovely laugh, to be honest. Very nice laugh from our Polish survivor. And Queen 9 just not good enough to take him on.
No.
Despite having the stack. Sensible play there by Tim.
Kolejne kółeczko jest. Powolutku budujemy.
At these blind levels, we're going to see a lot of all-ins, re-raises or shoves, rather than too many min raises, etc.
Daj mi kolację. Daj mi kolację.
7 pas.
No,
Full pas.
isn't that what it means?
Kolacja?
Daj mi kolację.
A, tak. Miałeś... Czyli sobie policzkę w ten? Nie.
4 pas.
No, there was a waitress in the restaurant.
Tim very much keeping his powder dry there, raising hand, Jack 10, but
Петько.
just waiting for better hand, better spot. Nothing wrong with that.
6 check.
Happens to be ahead of the Jack 6 and 6-2, but not to know that.
No, jeszcze mam głowę tutaj trochę. Chyba 2 godziny nic nie zrobienia. Mam blindów. Poczekam, wiem, że zaraz przyjdzie do mnie kurwa i zapuka i powie
I think Michel needs to be betting this
goście, prezentami.
immediate fold. Doesn't want to give Roll the opportunity. He's bet 2 or 3 players off the better hand.
Przyjdzie szybciej. Pod koniec wydaje mi się, że troszeczkę się chyba upił i zmęczył. Bo już tak nawet po głosie nie było słychać, nie było wyraźnie. Słups, tak?
Osiem pas. Cztery pas. Pięć pas. Sześć pas.
A very happy big blind there. Poor holding, but picks up an uncontested pot.
Yes. Dealer, you know what to do.
Deal the hand, deal the hand.
I need translate.
Give me...
I need translate. I don't understand English.
Dawaj mi dobre rosie, rakiety! Jak to kurwa pokazać? Mamy kurwa asa. O, czekaj, Queen kurwa 2 razy. A ja w pejach. Uh-huh, yeah.
2,200,000. Base capacity.
Now you are not that's funny like before.
6 flat.
Let's see. Maybe this time. Of course this time. Spokojnie. Przeparam po prostu chujowe karty.
Base pass.
Bo już tak wyprostowało jak sprężyna to wrzucenie olina.
Roll. Ace 9, very strong holding, 5-handed. The silent assassin with his glasses on. I've been playing quite a lot in Spain, Madrid and Seville in the last 2 months. Spanish love their poker, big numbers, and the PLO Masters that I run alongside the Banco Masters, of course, in June. That was very successful in Spain, and a lot more Spanish players playing PLO than we had anticipated. Some great numbers. So it's been a very successful foray into Spain. 2 more Spanish stops to come in the year,
I was better.
as well as the Banco Masters here in the wonderful Banco Casino, Bratislava.
Yes. Do you know English?
Very English.
Go. I think they cannot speak with us, you know?
Znasz po polsku? Nie umiem po polsku. Tak mi wczoraj jedna krupierka mu powiedziała, a ja
Okej.
zabiegała. Czyli mówisz po polsku? Nie mówię. Faktycznie nie mówiła.
Zaraz będzie. Czujesz nadchodzi.
Ja chyba muszę doczekać do końca przerwy. Jeszcze godzinka. Może po partii
Z ogonkiem.
z ogonkiem. Z ogonkiem.
Versus 2.6.
Folding the ace 10 from Marianne's raise with the opportunistic jack 3.
W końcu coś dla mnie.
Tim playing some very solid poker, maybe a little
Też może zgodę.
too
Za ten ogonek.
conservative at the moment. And opportunities with good hands. Having said that, he wants to protect his chip lead, and that's a perfectly good strategy at this point. 5 left. Big pay jumps coming up. Doesn't need to get too involved without premium hands. Talking of premium hands, here comes Raoul with an ace king. Which is, well, you don't want to turn. Oh, hello. No, sorry, not Raoul. It's Joel with the ace king, making a strong raise rather than a shove.
7 milionów 7.6.
And I can't see small blind calling. Let's see what holding Raoul has. So he's put half his stack in with the ace king and immediate folds. Picks up the blinds.
Imagine 7, all in, all in, all in. I Problem.
Czemu tak nie zrobiliście?
Aces. Full.
Tak z ogonkiem mi się spodobał.
Awesome race. 2 miliony 100. 2.1. 4 pas.
O, ten ogonek może być pechowy. Może być pechowy. Oj,
5 race all in. 6 pas.
A jakby było bez ogonka?
to by był fold.
7 pas.
Kurwa no, tyle czekaj na taką rękę. Count please. Mordzio, czemu kurwa nie chciałeś sobie pograć chociaż bordzikiem? Kiedy ostatnio widziałeś borda? Kurwa, ja już nie pamiętam, pajęczyna jest.
16.7.
16.7? Ty Polak czy kurwa?
Bolak, bolak.
8 pas.
Ugrać pewnie przed niczym.
Co?
Dalej pewnie z niczym.
Gdzie na finał?
Sprawdzę czy to nagrają.
No co mogę mieć?
Nic, pewnie nic.
To co dobrze flipuje z parami.
No, ja nie wiem partii. To pewnie by było lepiej dla ciebie. Twoje mniejsze nic by zgarnęło. Dobra. Może teraz na dużym końcu coś podniosę. My friend? Round 3? O, no tam.
Tu jest bar otwarty, czy nie?
2 miliony 500. 2.5. 7 pas.
Nice.
8 pas.
Chyba nie
At the moment, chips kind of moving around the table. Most raises, no one is resisting. So we're not seeing an awful lot of action at this point. All very tentative. Totally understand that. This time, ace 9 for our Polish friend. 18 million should be raising. 18 big blinds. Not too bad comparatively speaking. But this is, I think, a little bit over conservative at this point, allowing Raul to raise or call even with his king 9 in the cutoff. I think we should see maximum pressure coming back here. Just a flat call, fairly weak play. Suited ace, let's get it in. I'm just going to 3-bet. The 3-bets have not worked very well for him.
Awesome raise. 3 million.
Did it with the 3s and had to fold against jacks. If Tim has a big hand, in this case he doesn't. That could have been a very expensive 3-bet. And I'd like to have seen the shove there. He's given Raul a price to come in. King 9 is costing him 2 million into 6. 3-1 on his money with a very playable King 9. Not sure it's the right option. In fact, he does get it through, but I think there was a risk there of allowing someone with the kind of hand that can beat him come in. But he'll be feeling good about that raise and pot. Lovely holding for Tim in the small blind. Will certainly make a small raise. Wants to get action with this kind of hand. Very sneaky. Just flat calling. Benefit of that is he's totally hidden his strength of his hand. Negative, of course, is if he misses the flop, which he has done. Backdoor hearts, a top pair now for his opposition.
Bet million 6. 1.6.
That was the problem with not raising with the ace king, and that just allowed his opposition a free flop, and he happened to hit it. Decent flop for both players. Flush draws. Although they're not flush for roll in position. Not going to go anywhere for one bet for sure. Question is, does he want to try and take it down now without hitting? Just going to call by the look of it. Again, hiding the potential value of his hand here. That will slow up Michal. And they've both hit a flush.
Dam ci większy palec, żebyś bardziej pokazał.
Don't know whether Michal's going to be happy or not about this. Love to see a check behind here and then look to get maximum on the river. But looks like we're going to get a bet instead. Doesn't want to make it too big if he wants to get called. And can't be called by a better hand, but could be called by a decent flush, which is exactly what Michal has. I think this is just too strong, this bet. It's half of his stack. And he has hit a flush, but it's three hands that beat him. One of them in Raoul's orbit. He's gone all in, call, and he's going to get the bad news. And we will lose fifth place. Michal in fifth place from Poland. We only have one Polish player left. Now he went for it with his 9 of diamonds. The bet worked, enticed the raise. But I think a smaller bet would have done the same. Wow, every player now guaranteed 23,000. If they had an equal split, not saying they should, but if they had, there's 170,000 in the pool. They would get a very healthy 40,000 each because they'd have to leave 17 behind. So something like 35, 40,000. Obviously, if it was done on ICM, it would be a different split, but they're all in for a very, very good payday. No wonder they're excited.
It's okay. Don't worry. Relax. Enjoy.
We're all now our big chip leader. And Joel from Spain will be getting those chips in sooner rather than later. Needs to find a double up to be able to compete. And he has about 12 big blinds, I think. Push with ace 4. and serious thought with die roll with a very strong king queen jack four-handed. Plays pretty well, but he doesn't need to, and just makes the fold. Ace is shown, so I think he knows he'd have been behind.
Open again. It's open. Yeah, sorry.
You have to wait how much? Says the raise. Usually that's 2.2.
5 minut.
8 raise, 5 milionów. 5 milionów.
Very nice holding there. No resistance.
Stop, no?
Gramy više blind više, 100 milion 200. Jeden pas. Osem pas. Čtyři pas. Osem raise. 2 milioni 400. 2.4. Čtyři pas.
My friend?
6 pas.
No. You don't need. Okay, my friend.
7 pas.
Vamos, Camilo. Vamos, Akurat się dać zachciało. Jak do takiego pójść? Na biegu jeszcze sorki, panowie, poczekajcie chwilę. Be nice, please.
Did you rate 2 miliony 400, 2.4. First class. Second class.
Oh, yeah, but I don't see one chip. Call.
Also call.
Thirdly.
Awesome bet. Million bet.
Not a lot in this. This pot likely to go to the aggressor. 2 overcards for Tim, but he's been playing fairly conservatively. However, he's not giving this up without a fight. Only 1.2 million is the bet. Looks like he's raising, putting pressure right back on a player that we've seen fold 3 times, and obviously so is Tim. And he knows he tends to fold when under pressure.
Awesome call.
Calling with King 9. So an adventurous play here by Marianne. Neither player improved. Marianne first to act though. Tim in position. And he's got a lot of heart, this player. Back on the horse.
4 million.
4 million. So Tim would have seen him call the raise, and now he's betting on the turn. All Tim has is 2 overcards. Hard for him to know that he's ahead. This is good poker by Marianne, putting the pressure right back on Tim. And here goes the fold. So nice hand there by our Polish player.
Small blind field. There is 2 miliony bets. 2.5. Second class. Awesome class. Studio pass.
Zapytajcie się, ile mamy tam przerwy. How many break we have? How many minutes?
15 minutes.
No, break, how long?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Gdzie tu jest napisane?
Tam dole. Pod blindem.
Next level break.
A, okej, dobra, to widzę.
Chcesz coś do jedzenia?
No.
Co chcesz zupać? Czy coś nie?
A co jest dobre na wygrywanie?
Zupa
Ej no, po niej wczoraj to szło. Dawaj zupę fo.
Marianne now making the most of his recent success and aggression and is very much back in the game. Started off as chip leader, went right down, lost a few pots, was bullied and pushed off a couple, and is fighting back really, really well.
Call.
Open call. Still call.
King, queen against pair of fives, a fair matchup. Another king, queen, so possible play here, but he's decided to check. So looking good for the fives. Gut shot draw for the king, queen. Not a great board for fives though, with 3 overcards. More aggressive of the 3 will be this player here, Marianne, but he has checked. And Tim checks as well. And there's the king. Very bad card for Tim. And these two should both get it in one way or other, depending on the turn card. Sorry, on the river. But could see Marianne just calling here makes sense. I want to over show his hand. Wow. Spades, straights, all sorts have been made there. That's a tough card for both players. And an immediate snap call, and they're both smiling with the same hand.
Kaku. Why isn't racing, proszę?
You're limp. The first limp.
Yeah,
You have traps.
little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit. Flop looking like big trap. No stary, tak za pół godzinki to wydaje mi się, że wystygnie, nie? To tak za 10 minut przed przerwą, nie? Będzie super. No, można być. Jest, już daję, już daję. Proszę bardzo, proszę się częstować. Może karta jakaś by przyszła? Nie pogardziłbym. You don't know what this card, yeah? Yes. Now you understand me?
Yeah, little bit. You know, I am studying on my break.
Okay.
Did you raise 2,400,000?
King 9, very playable hand with the 5-handed table, but Raoul has a premium ace-queen suited and is going to 3-bet this. Oh, wow. Is he just going to call? That's really surprising. On the button, and he's just flat calling with ace-queen suited. Not sure of the value of under-ripping his hand here. He's got position. Position anyway.
Family.
And that has also allowed our big blind in.
Only when they
So-
but
No,
You're-
right, 3 players.
back.
Tim will not know that one of his kings has already gone. And everyone has completely missed this flop.
Family.
Check.
Tim, the original raiser, playing this tough. Does not want to be losing these kind of pots, so
4 million.
repping the best hand. Tough spot for all, because had he raised pre-flop, he'd have probably got it through. As it is, Tim's played the hand really well. Led, bet the right amount into a board that none of us hit, and has picked up a nice pot.
$6 raise. 3,600,000. 7 plus, 7 plus.
Tim folding the best hand to the more aggressive roll.
Only
7 raise only.
Come on, please.
16 and a half.
Both with ace king. Raise and a shove. Not quite sure why he's even counting here, because his chips are going in. Not folding ace king here against a shove with half his stack.
14, 15, 8.
Oh, one is fine.
Awesome call.
Oh, I call. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, players behind him, so he does actually need to be clearer what he's doing. This lazy habit of just throwing one chip in, not really good enough.
Take a pass. Let's pass.
In this case, we are going to see ace king against ace king.
I have 3% more.
Same players, and both players with the same hand twice in a row. Fairly unusual.
One time.
One flush draw against two flush draws. Both players hit, and very hard, except for a backdoor clubs, which is already gone. It will be a split pot.
Wyjechał się pod toporem mojego tym razem. No, szkoda. Ale dama szkoda na live, dama. Dama spadła. tak za 10 minut byście poszli? A, już poszedł.
Tak, to 15 minut się czeka.
Okej.
Awesome race. 2.7. 2.7.
Big hand here for Marian and a big hand for Tim. This could be fireworks. So far, Tim has played fairly conservatively, though. He's facing a raise. I can't see how he wouldn't be 3-betting this with queens. But he has also played very conservatively. In this case, he's just calling with the queens. This approach could absolutely save him here. And arguably, Joel's got a price for coming in with the ace-6, only costing him 1.5 million into 8.5. Nearly more than 5-1 on his money. Could take out both the kings and the queens if he spikes an ace.
7 pass.
Decides his 6 just isn't good enough. And there's the king. Bad flop all round for Tim, but he did not 3-bet. Played it very tight, and that could save him. Marianne with top set, working out how he's going to get paid here. That's one way, just checking. Very nice. And Tim not falling for that chestnut yet. Tim now with more draws. Got the queen. He's got the ace or the 9. He's got up and down straight draw as well. But we will see a bet now. I don't think Tim can fold. Not with a big draw that he's got. And he might even be winning with the queens. 4 million bet. The issue Tim's got is if he misses the draw or doesn't hit a queen, if he hits a queen, he's in real trouble. But if he misses the straight draw, then it might well cost him again. And he has missed, so full house for Marion, looking to get paid. He's hoping Tim has ace 10 or ace queen even. Ace queen straight would have been, oh, very cheeky. And Tim gets the bad news, but very little emotional reaction. So he actually played that hand as well as possible and didn't go ballistic with his queens. Still there on 21 big blinds. Marianne back up towards the top of the table.
Small one. pas. 6 pas.
I'm in wave. Be careful. If you don't see.
All in.
7.
Roll, try and
One time, please.
all in with the jacks against ace king. A big Marianne, very excitable young Pole. We've got Spain against Poland. Not the likely World Cup final, but Spain maybe. Jacks against ace king, a classic race, and there's the king. Gut shot draw to the jacks, not all over yet. A good flop for Marianne, and we may lose third place unless a 10 pops in there. Now spades, no good. Need to hit a jack or a 10. And there's a 10. Straight for the jacks, and Marianne, not a happy bunny. A lot of bashing tables and things. Yep, he's back in the game, but not a happy bunny. And a big double up there for his Spanish neighbour. Game goes on.
Aj, 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 aj.
49.
49.
Yes.
Okay, take this and I think it will be enough. Just count. Oh my friend. You really like all in with me?
Yeah.
You really like all in with me?
Yes, I like it.
Okay. Dama 9, król, 8 i 10. Nożyk jak chuj. 4 auty i 2 na jabłku, no to 6 autów. Koniec tematu. No dobrze. Słuchaj, lepiej na niego, żeby on na mnie sparcił niż ktoś inny. A na pewno jeszcze nie raz ktoś na mnie sparci.
To drogi, oby nie dziś.
I. O, jeszcze bardziej zacznę tygrysić.
Tak jest. Teraz czekaj aż Anu przyjdą. Ja nie wiem, czy musicie się zgryźć. No, kurwa.
No i dobrze krzykłem na ternie, nie? No, od razu ktoś się wyskoczył.
Wszystko race. 2 and 4. 7 pas. 2 miliony 400. 2 and 4. 8 pas.
Nie mogę pić. Ale jeszcze przez tydzień.
A 4 pas.
Ale dziękuję za propozycję. Zupka po wystarczy.
Późna celebracja.
Ale źle, nie? Źle teraz karta. W końcu kurwa, no. Bo była na początku kurwa trupia czacha. Co by nie było, to był flipek, no mogłem go przegrać.
Nie masz tu czerwonych po 10?
Tak. 25, 6, 7, 8.
Seven pas.
Marianne, the busiest of these four players, raising with a bag of spanners. Raul has a very playable 10-9 suited.
Sześć koło?
Two to the flop. Big domination for the 10-9 suited. But the initial aggressor was Marion, and Raul giving him no room to manoeuvre with a gut shot draw. I don't know whether the other players have picked up that he's bet most flops, whether he has it or not.
Osiem koło? Sześć trzy. Osiem trzy. Sześć bet. Wydało 3,5 miliona.
And the 10-9 has made a straight, and Marion's aggression has worked against him in that particular hand. So the chip lead goes on.
La verdad, ya. Vendrá hasta buscar. Vendrá de autobús
Vendrá a buscar.
Osiem raz.
I think you...
Czwórka do rejs. 2,5, 6 plus. 2,5 miliona. A, 2,5 miliona.
All in.
7 all in. Cztery pas. Cztery pas.
So,
I see.
I
other round?
Oh, wait. All in.
Szeska dawało win.
No.
Sedem 8 pas.
Still 4 players, and Marianne going in the wrong direction from the one he was previously navigating. Raoul, a big chip leader, and a recent double up for Joel. Tim also going in the wrong direction. Lots to play for still, though. 62 million now. It's the biggest stack any player's had so far with Raoul. And a very healthy 34 million. This is a perfectly good raising hand, better than the 9-4 and some of the other holdings he's had.
Awesome race. 3,300,000. Aż 4 pas.
And having to fold back to 17 million now, Tim. Going to be pressure on him with the blinds. And there's our next event. It's our current event, the Spring Polish Cup. Not quite sure why we're seeing that. That's the current event. I think we need to see the banners for the next events. Next event is the Banco Masters with the PLO Masters built in.
O, Karolko, wróciłeś? A łyżeczkę załatwiłeś?
And we carry on. Must be a break coming up soon.
Sedem pas.
King Jack for Marion on the button. Another potential raising hand. Blinds are 600, 1.2. And this is a good spot for Tim to put maximum pressure back on Marion with a suited ace, four-handed. It's a big hand. I'd like to see the shove here. He'll be worried about being 1 or 2 pips behind, but he is doing it. Well played, Tim. Should get through, might get a call, but if he does get a call, he's got the best hand at this point. That's pretty well all of Marion's stack. Be left with 2 or 3 big blinds. Another tricky spot. He's had more difficult decisions than most players, but then he has been the most active. And the two things obviously go hand in hand. They're getting a precise count. Already put 3 million in.
15, 8. Oh, sorry.
Very tough spot with King Jack. Not 100% sure that both cards are live against a shove. Tim's been very conservative, fairly tight, and the other players will know that. So for him to be shoving here, he's going to have a big hand. Ace King, Ace Jack suited, Ace Queen, all likely holdings. Or even worse would be a pair of jacks, pair of queens. Best you can hope for there is a pair of 9s or 10s, where he has 2 other cards, but that's wishful thinking. We know he's fairly live, but it's a very tough spot. Trying to get a read out of Tim. That will be a first. Very hard player to read.
Oh, okay.
Working hard, Marian, with all his body language.
To te czuje tam było jak nic.
So well done, Tim, picking up a pot. And I think we are going to be going into a break. A good 2.5 hours. See you soon in around about 15 or 20 minutes.
800,000.
Welcome back, everyone. Everyone's had a quick 15-minute break, a refresher. Maybe check the stream to see some key hands, whether they folded or made the right choice. But two players, Tim and Marion, going towards the danger zone, just above the 10 big blind, and two ahead. And our impressive Spaniard Raul raising with the king six, or did he just call? Just called against 6-3 suited. Hit his top pair. Playing very tight and allowing the aggressor to have a bet on this one. So Joel bet, straight is made, flush is made, and Joel continues to be the aggressor. Wow, what a great pot for Joel. Raul just playing it too conservatively, allowing an opening, and Joel pouncing on that opening. Had a big double up against Marion with the jacks against ace king, and the jacks held. But playing some good poker here, all four players, different styles, and that's the beauty of this game, accommodates all styles. Big hand here for Tim. Made a min raise. A fold with Jack 10, that's interesting. So Tim getting a lot of respect on the table. Been the more solid player of the remaining four. So Tim picks up a pot uncontested. Had a few of those this afternoon. Joel with a proper holding, premium holding of ace queen. Tim would like to call in the small blind, but just doesn't have the holding. So Joel with the premium hand and the raise gets that one through. Tim deciding against making a move with the ace on the button. Raul using his stack, putting the pressure on. Interesting hand though. Suited connector. Don't think Joel will be going anywhere, but he might even make a 3-bet here. This is an interesting hand. Just made the call. Great flop for 5-7 suited. He's hit the flush draw, and at the moment, although Raul will always bet the flop, you'd argue he's almost favourite. 50-50, very much 50-50, but I think I know which hand I prefer because he can rep it in position as well. Raul shutting down a bit on the aggression. A lot of outs. Awful lot of outs. And that's not one of them. So 10s, 3s, the 9 kicker counts. Unbelievable. So the 9 kicker is betting, and he was betting for a bluff. He was bluffing with the best hand. Had no idea his 9 kicker was playing for sure. Raul making a concerted aggression with reasonable holdings. I think if Marianne pushes here, he'll get called. King 9 is too strong four-handed to fold, and he's already got 3.2 million in the pot. If he does want to play it, I think the better way is to just call, but looks like he has made the shove. I'm not sure he's got enough to take off the King 9. Not an easy decision though, really on the cusp. Plays very well King 9 post flop, but could be dominated as he happens. He must know Marianne has played a wide variety, and he's made the call. Great call with the King 9, whatever happens. Marianne not happy to see the call either. Would much prefer the fold. Queen 10 behind, has some catch up to do. 58-40, about 60-40. He needs to hit, and that's not a good hand. He's drawing to a jack now. The King has hit, needs a jack for a Broadway. Marianne giving his own commentary, and only a jack will keep him in the game, otherwise we will be down to 3. Wow, and we lose Marianne. He's fought very hard, started the day as chip leader, ends up 4th, so he won't be too happy, but he played hard. He played hard and very much lived by the sword and died by the sword. Raul now a big chip leader. The 2 Spanish players dominating this tournament at the moment, especially one. And Tim holding on in 3rd. Well, payouts are incredible. So 3rd is 32,000, which is often second place in these Banco tournaments. 45 or 46,000 for second and 71 for first. So everyone is going to come away with a very, very good payday at this point. Tim should be trying to get the Spanish boys to look at a deal. Might be in his interest. Not sure if he does deals though. Some players don't. So made up the call from the big blind. Queen 8 is playing ace 3. Gut shot draw for Jose. Sorry, for Joel in the on the button. And just a small bet is enough to take down the pot.
When is the Dubai? You know?
I have no idea. That where is,
Dubai.
when is the tournament there?
Florida, man.
In the Burj Khalifa.
Actually, well,
We'll find out soon. No rush.
Very nice looking pair of 9s for Tim in the small blind. Needs to be raising here. Decides just on the call. And Raul has picked up something here, bottom pair, against the pretty strong pair of 9s. But 2 overcards on the board may slow Tim down a bit. Not too much. Makes a small bet and gets it through. So still 3 in the hunt for the 71,000 top prize. All played very, very well to get to this point.
Deal for ACM or not?
I don't mind.
Can you mirar? For see the numbers?
Lorman, prosím.
I'm short stack, so I didn't want to say.
It's for C, only for C.
Post club? We
For ACM.
ICM.
to check only.
Okay, you can count the numbers.
Couple of chips.
Así es la diferencia entre lo que ganarías, ¿sabes? Tienes que contar lo que te den más lo que ganas y quitarle la diferencia. Así sabrás lo que te quitas el riesgo.
10, 20, 23, 24, 6.
When is the Dubai package? When do you know?
We don't know it.
Not yet.
It should be somewhere late 2027.
27?
Who knows?
What if I'm dead? I'm old now, right? I can't wait till 27.
Ah, 2027.
Y si me he muerto ya, ¿qué?
I'm old man.
Me too.
Late 27.
Ah, late 27, yes.
Okay.
So you have 10, 20, 25, 27,
I want to spend the money now.
35, 36 now.
That's funny.
You have 20, 40, 50, 60, 62, 67, 68, 70, 72.
Por las 60 o así, más o menos. Un poquito más, 57 o así. And have a 10% for Antrophy, eh?
Yes, I'm gonna count it and
Okay.
give you the numbers.
Late 27. The Dubai package. The Dubai package, 1,750. You have to wait until late next year.
No speak English.
No speak English.
No, no.
Το 1750 πρέπει να περιμένουμε ως το τελευταίο της 27.
Я ж понимаю.
Κατάλαβες?
Да.
Κατάλαβα να πεις.
No cannabis, no.
No.
What do you mean buy? This 1,750?
It's package.
Yeah, but I
For
cannot.
tournament.
I cannot buy
50-60.
if I.
No, 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 no. We have to wait until next year.
80, 82, 84, 86,
For 1,000.
750, the package.
Aquí son 2 millones.
He said, late next year.
20, 40,
So,
50, 60, 62,
That's when they're going to...
27,
That's not good. We should be soon.
70,
What if I die? What happens?
I take them.
You take it? Good luck.
Aquí por eso te va a quedar unos 50 y largos.
Okay,
Más luego lo que
if I
quede por el
die,
trofeo.
you can have the package.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I
Until
wanna.
it's-
No, pero que luego
I
se
wanna
paga el trofeo.
see
Y
you
por el 10%.
next year.
Que si lo ganas
You
te
will
lo
see me
llevas.
next month. I'm coming next
Cuenta el
month.
10% de esos tres.
For...
Ahora se juega, ahora te dirá un precio y por lo que se juega.
Next month.
I don't
Entonces,
remember really.
tú tienes que ver la diferencia. Si cobras
I see.
58
You see me before,
y si
yeah?
ganas,
You remember?
y si ganas, ponte que cobras 67,
No, hey, next
You
month.
always
estás
here.
quitando 2.000
Not
euros
always,
de
but
varianza.
But
¿Sabes lo que te
come
digo o
along.
no? Que no es lo que te quede ya lo que ganas. No, no, se juega por un 10%. Que con ese dinero van a ser...
yeah, vamos, vamos.
Vamos. Vamos, España. ¿Tú Spanish?
Spanish? And you Spanish? Oh, and
I
Portuguese.
think they might be talking about a deal. I'll report back if one is made. Tim's off for a quick break either way.
Maybe they wanna just take trophy and give me money. No.
Speak English.
Good job, good job.
Más o menos, yo cobraré unos 48, 49, el 42 así, y tú unos 50 y largo, incluso 60.
So you have to play for 14,975. So almost 15,000 is for the winner. That's 10%. And your numbers are 38,000, 53,000, 43,000
¿Son mis o qué?
plus minus.
Entonces son 53.
And for
38.
and the 10%?
And 15,000,
15% for the winner.
15,000, 10%, 15,000
It's
euros.
for first.
15,
It's for first player.
1-5. Entonces yo me aseguro 53.000.
Y si ganas 15 más.
So you have
38.
38,
I agree.
53, 43.
I agree.
Agree?
Yeah.
Agree?
¿Tú eres 53 más 15? Son
No,
60.
I prefer to play.
A mí no me interesa.
Continue.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Так запокручуємо.
Sí, más o menos tú cobrarías lo mismo.
Сито? Идем.
Y echar
Они то...
restando
Они то
2.000
все
euros
не
solo.
сплетали, если не покручу. Аж 4 пас. 6 пас.
And the game continues. Nice hand there on the button, but no action. That can happen three-handed. Get a big hand on the button, on the big blind, and no action in front of you. Nice flop for both players. Flush draw against the up and down. This could be a car crash for one of these two players. If Tim doubles up, it would seriously stop Joel's rise to the top. And Tim would be the player at risk if it goes the other way. Going to be careful as always. Never going to overextend. Small ball poker is Tim's way of working. And that's a beautiful card. He's hit the straight, got the nut straight, Tim, but he's still vulnerable to the flush draw. Needs to protect his straight.
7?
3,700,000.
May not be enough to
3,700,000.
take the draw away, and it certainly isn't. Looking for a diamond now. Against the made straight, two big hands. And that is not a good card. So Tim still with the nuts, but the board has paired. He may decide just to take this pot, doesn't want to be raised. Or he might look to extract a bit of value. All in 16 million. Just two pairs with a king kicker for our Spanish friend. I don't think we'll see a call.
59.
That would be, he's only beating a bluff.
9.
I think this is Hollywood. Don't think we're going to see the call, even though he's doing this to try and get some kind of read off Tim. Tim's very rarely put chips in without having it. I don't think he's ever done it, actually. I'll have a good think about it, and then I think he'll fold. Is he really considering a call here? It's a strange play. Missed his flush, got two pairs, but what does he put Tim on? Jack 8. Any jack beats him. King Jack, Ace Jack.
That's why I shot. If you have diamonds, with the diamond color. I have one diamond.
These are not secure. Yeah.
4 пас. 6 пас.
Tío, necesito diamante en River.
Шесть. Raise. 3,200,000.
We're all raising with the 8-9.
7 raise. 8 million.
And looks like a 3-bet to 8 million with the ace-4 suited.
Шесть пас.
And sensible fold by Raoul. Nothing wrong with the play, but continuing with 8-9 offsuit is not ideal 3-handed. Well, any-handed. Oh, Tim is off for another break. He's back.
Seven пас. 4 пас.
Confused?
No, I cannot count anymore.
That's confused.
Raise. 3,200,000. Шесть пас.
Vale.
7 all in. 4 пас. 3,200,000.
Nice suited connector, raised with a 9-7, and not going to see too much action from the other two players with their holdings.
Call. 6 check. 4 check. 6 check. 2,600,000. Wszystko. Cztery check.
Ace high.
6 check.
You raise up only quickly.
All in. 4 all in. 6 pas. 7 call.
Ah, por favor.
Señorita.
Flop. Se topa.
Good luck. First play with you, guys.
Bueno, al final, como has dicho, ¿no? ¿Qué tal?
And we lose Tim at this vital point in third place. No deal was done when they discussed things before. He won't feel brilliant, but he's going away with 32,000 euros to his name. Means he'll be back for many more of the Polish Poker Series and the upcoming Banco Masters in June, I'm sure. Excellent performance. We're down to 2 players, both Spanish. It's unusual. Polish Poker Open. If they do discuss a deal, they will have to keep 10% back.
el headset.
Welcome back to the heads up portion of the
Suerte, tío. Luego me vas a tomar
the Polish poker series
Luego me vas a tomar
here at Banco Casino. And I believe they have discussed a deal and they've evened out the payouts a bit.
un poquito más. 60
So original
Está todo el rato tan concentrado.
payouts were 71
150
and 46. So they 117 in the pot. They have to keep 11 back, 11.7, 10% back for first place. But I think they've just evened it up a bit and made, I think, 49,000 for second place. So a bit of ICM applied. Not far away from each other, and any player could win this for sure.
10 minutes of this level.
So neither player
Goes to 20.
has a particular advantage. Not a lot between the chip stacks. Both Spanish players rising to the top.
Okay, good luck, guys.
Now this could be the World Cup final. Spain against Spain. Or maybe Spain against England. You never know. English always get very excited before the World Cup, and then the reality kicks in. We're never quite as good as we think we are. Spanish, very strong side. So, call there. Only to see a raise and has to make a fold. Joel against Raul. Raul on our left, Joel on our right. Both these players were mid-table when we started, 4th and 5th, and have done very well to get to the final two. Big money, 50,000 kind of minimum for each player. Bit more for the first player, be about 64, 50 each, plus another 11 or 12 for the winner.
Bueno, 60.000 más el viaje a Dubái, más el torneo de 200, ¿eh?
Lo que tiene venir solo a estos sitios, mira. Acabas haciendo amigos
Y te acabas yendo a Dubái, ¿eh?
y me acaba yendo bien, ¿sabes? Menos 4 palazos ahí que nos hemos pegado, el resto nos hemos respetado bien.
King has now hit and is ahead of Raul's 10. And makes a fold.
Your small block.
Para mí me marea.
4.8.
How much?
4.8.
Two very pretty and very similar looking hands. Two Queen 9 suited. Is one going to get lucky and hit their flush? No. So technically a backdoor for the hearts, but they both hit this. This will tell us a lot about each player. Raul, the chip leader at the moment. That's a pretty good draw. Up and down with the Queen amount. I think we should see some money coming in here.
3 bets. 3.5.
Indeed we do. And will be defended. Both with exactly the same draw. And this is more interesting. Neither player has hit. Who is going to take this pot down? Joel favourite with his initial aggression. And he is following through. He's made some great plays in this final table. Taken away the initiative from the other players. In fact, early on, Raul was also betting into flops where he had no business winning and won quite a few pots, but both players' aggression equaling out, I would say.
Call. 3 check. 3 check. 7 bet. 2 million. 2 million. 3 pots. Three awesome stuff. 3.8.
All in.
7 raise all in.
Call.
All in call.
Vamos a...
Flip.
Vamos a ver.
Hostia, cabrón.
Vamos a jugárnoslas con una mano así, a ver.
Wow.
Sedmička má menej, že?
All in with the 8-9 against Ace King. And the King is held, so a complete change in fortunes. And I think we have lost our player Raul in second place, and we have a surprising winner in many ways. No one expected the Spanish Inquisition. No one expected Joel to get up there, but our graphics are eliminated. Just getting a final count. This dealer's a good dealer, knows what he's doing. For someone who's played so carefully, getting it all in with 9-8 was quite a surprise. Do check out the bancocasino.sk website. Click on the English or whatever your language is, top right, and then events, and you'll get to see all the upcoming amazing value festivals here at Banco. And we have a winner, and we have armpit hair. Excellent. That's what you need in every winner. Very well played to both the Spanish boys. Obviously, get on well with each other. And my name is JJ Hazan. I will wish you a very good evening. It's a beautiful, hot, sunny day in a lot of parts of Europe, and I hope it is where you are. All the best, and see you at the Banco Masters coming up in June.
Era hora, tío. Puto trofeo, tío. Era hora.
We make the picture, the two together, of course. If he wants.
Sí, sir. It's possible one and here and one only, so?
Yes. Va, hacernos la fotico, va. We make two and then you make with him, okay?
No, take a short
The
break,
start?
we arrange the chips and...
Yeah.
Okay. Así te haces la foto y tú sales, yo no salgo ya en las fotos.
You win?
To było naopak, ja myślę, że 3 skład oddawać.
Se necesita regular para por el casino se necesita un banker, ¿no? Un ganador.
Sí, no, no se olvida al final.
Ah, il faut
Sí, 10%.
Si, mira, si. Ouais, bon, en fait, ils ont fait un papier comme ça pour qui pas de version Si 55? 55?
Sí. No, 55 y 58.
Era similar, ¿verdad?
Stačí? Nechce sa mi viacej.
Zvyšok rozsypala.
Chceš tam aj toto, či nie?
No, daj. Karty alebo niečo. Výborné.
Také niečo. Dobre, po fotcích aj idem. Estás ahí, estás en gloria bendita.
Eso que me quita encima, tío. Es un puto trofeo de mierda, tío.
Ya, pero por eso te lo estoy viendo caro. No me cabe ni nada. Siéntate tú en el... Nos sentamos así. Saca así el pulgarcito, que se vea España ahí de buena. Okay, perfect, thank you. Now, official photo?
Yeah.
Así no salgo, que yo no quiero salir de ningún sitio. A mí que no me busquen ya. This is the part.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna make quick video. You will take cards and throw to straight to camera.
For to camera?
Yeah. Okay, I tell you when. Okay, we can go. Okay, and one more.
The same?
Yeah. Okay, we can go. Thank you. Congratulations. Nice one. And trophy is yours.
I don't have Bank, o sea, back.